Hello, everybody. It's Christine here. I hope you're having a great day. And so today, I want to talk to you about 4 proven strategies to increase joy and peace in all areas of your life. Now, first, I just want to say that if you're here, it's not a coincidence. You're meant to hear whatever is taught, what I'm talking about. And I know that there's something that's going to resonate with you and is going to add value for your life. So let's get started. Who doesn't want more joy and peace in their life, right? All of us. And I want to just give you some simple tips that are going to really be helpful. Now, have you ever heard of that book? It's called Whole 30, or I'm sorry, yeah, there's a book called Whole 30. And basically, what it's about is eliminating everything from your diet and then adding things back and seeing how you feel. So, for anybody out there that's, tried to figure out how to eat right, how to feel better, how to have more energy physically, that is a great piece of content that, um, eliminate everything and then add back stuff and see how you feel. And so I want to challenge you to do this with technology and what we feed our minds. When I was with John Maxwell Company, I remember a client who went on a tech diet for 21 days. And he told me that his relationship with his wife improved. Instead of being on their phones or being watching television or having any kind of screen time, they played cards, they went for a walk, they visited with friends. And so, yeah, the elimination diet, I love that. And so with our minds and our spirits, right, let's do a tech, try this for at least 5 days, do a tech free diet, like take that off and then add things back. I mean, in our businesses, right, we have to be doing, we have to be doing email. There's certain things that we have to do, right? And I get that. However, I want you to ask yourself, does this add value to my life? And eliminate some things. And I'm saying 5 days, just try it for 5 days and see how you feel. The next thing that I want to challenge you to do is to reframe things, because I don't know about you, a lot of times there's things that I have to do every day. And we can have this attitude of like, oh, I've got to walk the dog. I got to feed the dog. I got to take the kids to school. I've got to do this work. I got to get up. I mean, when we shift that and say, I get to, literally, when there's something that you're finding yourself on the verge of complaining, I want you to say to yourself, I get to walk the dog. That's one of mine, right? I get irritated because nobody else will walk the dog. But I've changed my attitude. Yeah, so fasting is not just about food. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you adding that. And I think that is so true. And so fasting from technology, reframing how you look at things whenever there's something that you don't want to do, or we can get into a negative state where we're complaining, right? It's so easy, especially in our culture. We're downloaded with so much negative information, and we can just start thinking negative about things. So whatever it is that you find yourself starting to go that route, I want you to reframe it, and I want you to say, I get to. The third thing is, how can you add value for others? Um, you know, One of the things I had some clients, and just we can get caught up in our own stuff. However, when we go and we help other people, like we have what's called Meals by Grace here where I live. When we go and help other people and we go add value for others, it really realigns our spirit. And so many times, I'm sure you feel the same way. When you go and help other people, it's like you get more out of it sometimes than the people that you're giving to. So I want you to find at least one thing in this next week that you can go and help others. It can even be something as simple as, treating the person behind you at Starbucks or in line somewhere. Uh, that, I mean, that is something that for me, and I know for you too, it just brings up your joy and your peace. And the fourth thing that I want to challenge you to do is to slow down and listen. So many clients of mine, it's like we're on this rat race this pace, this crazy pace, right? And Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's like you've got your fundamental things, safety, food, security, and then self-actualization is at the top. And what I find is that even though we have all these things satisfied, it's like really that self-actualization piece, or like really discovering our best selves, it's like we're not doing it. And the reason is because you're on this crazy rat race. One thing, I was talking to a client today about all the inputs that we have, right? I've got regular text, I got my business email, Remind, GroupMe, Slack, all these different inputs. And we're just getting inundated with so many things. And you are so powerful. All of us are so powerful. Our thoughts are things. I'm sure you've heard that. That's not an original thought, but Dale Carnegie talks about that, and Napoleon Hill. And it's like when we slow down and we take the time out to stop and listen and really pay attention to our thoughts, it's incredible. One of the things that we do in my coaching program, so just to kind of share with you, I work with professional women who feel stuck, help them take control of their lives, prioritize what's most important. I mean, what's the best? Yes. Make confident decisions to move their lives in a forward direction, personally and professionally. And many times, what happens is that we're so busy and we're going, and we lose ourselves. And so, I want you to slow down, to speed up. A mantra that I have is I am present and my life runs at the perfect pace. I am present and my life runs at the perfect pace. Deliberate mindfulness, absolutely. I think that is the key. We can be just buried in so much stuff. And in fact, a client today that I was talking to said that um, she started a practice of a meditation around lunchtime. And I think that is so important. And she said it just re-energizes her and allows her to, take the rest of her day in a more intentional way versus being in a reactive mode. So, those are the four things, short and sweet. Tech diet, try it for 5 days and replace that time with connection with your family, cooking, playing cards, going for a walk. Find some other things that you can do. Reframe, whatever it is that you find yourself getting ready to complain, reframe it and say, I get to. And when you say that, it really shifts things. The other thing, and one thing that I think about on that as well, is there was a quote that said, there are others praying for the things that I take for granted. There are others that are praying for the things that I take for granted. So that just, I don't know, for me, that helps in that mindset. And so I hope it does for you too. And how can we add value for others? How can you go out and do something for someone else, which also feeds our joy and peace? And then that slow down to speed up. Thank you so much. I'm trying to make this short and sweet. Again, I'm Christine Roberts, CEO and founder of Create Your Best Life at Work and Home. And we have coaching programs, culture strategy, speaking. And we're going to be starting a new program here shortly. If you'd like to connect, I've got this, the QR code there in the bottom, or you can go to christinemroberts.com. And hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for being here and have a great day.